Hello guys. So in the last class we have discussed about the access modifiers, and in this class we are going to discuss about the keywords. Keywords. So keywords we have with sharing and without sharing. So what is with sharing? So we use this with sharing keyword when declaring a class to enforce the sharing rules that apply to the current user. We use with sharing keywords when declaring a class to ensure the sharing rules that apply to the current user. Okay, so if the sharing rule should apply for the current user, then we are going to use with sharing. So what is the use of without sharing? We use without sharing keywords when declaring a class to ensure that the sharing rules for the current user are not enforced. Sharing rule is not applicable for the current user. In that case, we are going to use without sharing. We use without sharing keywords when declaring a class to ensure that the sharing rules for the current user are not enforced. So here we have interfaces, abstract, extends, final, virtual, and this. So let's see what is an interface. So an interface is like a class in which none of the methods have been implemented. The method signatures are there, but the body of each method is empty. Okay, method signatures will be there, but the body will be empty. To use an interface, another class must implement it by providing a body for all of the methods contained in the interface. Okay. An interface is like a class in which none of the methods have been implemented. Okay, the method signatures will be there, but the body of each method, what will happen for each method, the body will be empty. to use an interface, another class must, what it should do, another class must implement it. By providing a body for all of the methods contained in the interface. By providing a body for all of the methods contained in the interface. Okay. So next one is abstract. So the abstract definition modifier declares that this class contains abstract methods. That is, not this class, like any class can contain abstract methods, that is, methods that only have their signature declared and no body defined. So what is the use of abstract? The abstract definition modifier declares that class contains abstract methods, that is, methods that only have their signature declared and no body defined. And the third one is extends. So extends is nothing but the concept of inheritance. So what is inheritance? Inheritance is one object acquires the properties of other object. So that is the concept, comes in extends, inheritance concept. Then final variable can only be assigned a value once, either when we declare a variable or in the initialization code. Can only be assigned a value once, either when we declare a variable or in initialization code. Okay. And the next one is virtual. So what is virtual? The virtual definition modifier declares that the class allows extensions and overrides. Okay, the class can allow an extension and it can override. The virtual definition modifier that class allows extension and overrides. Okay, using virtual we can do that. Next is this. So there are two different types of using this keyword. There are two different types of using this keyword. Okay, so we can use this keyword in dot notation without parentheses to represent the current instance of the class in which it appears. Use this form of this keyword to access instance variables and methods. We can use this keyword in dot notation without using parentheses to represent current instance of the class in which it appears. Use this form of this keyword to access what? To access instance variables and methods. So let's see the example for this. For example, string. We are using the string. Let's declare a variable s semicolon, then this dot s is equal to test string semicolon. Close this. So this should be included where? It should be included in the class. So public class my test this. Okay, and the class will end here. So in this example, the class my test this declares an instance variable s. Okay, what is the instance variable? This s is the instance variable. So the initialization code populates the variable using this keyword. So it populates it using this keyword. Okay, or we can use this keyword to do constructor chaining also. That is, one constructor can call another constructor. So in this format we have to use this keyword with parenthesis to do the constructor chaining. So we'll see about the constructor chaining. public class test this. Okay, class is ending and beginning and ending. So let me comment here, first constructor for the class, and it will require a string parameter. It will require a string parameter. So how we declare the constructor? Public test this, and in the parameter we are putting string, and let's name it as s2. So this is nothing but the string parameter. So this is the first constructor of the class, and it will require a string parameter. So this is the string parameter, and second constructor for the class, it will not require a string parameter. Okay, and this constructor will call the first constructor using this keyword. You can put this also in comment. This constructor will call the first constructor using this keyword. So how will we declare that? Public test this. Okay, by this it will call. So when it will call, what will it print? This let's put some message here, test semicolon, and end this. Constructor will end here, and then class will end. Okay, and next we have, I think we have already ended this here. So next one we have is super. So the super keyword can be used by classes that are extended from virtual or abstract classes. They can only be used, okay, if the classes are extended from virtual or abstract classes. By using super, we can override constructors and methods from the parent class. Okay, by using super we can do that. The super keyword can be used by classes that are extended from virtual or abstract classes. By using super we can override constructors and what can we override? Methods from the parent class. So example is count. So the following which I am declaring, following are special types of keywords that are not the reserved words and can be used as what? Identifiers. So count. What is the use of count? Count returns the number of rows that match the filtering conditions, and count field name returns the number of rows that will match the filtering condition, and that will have what? Non-null values for the field name. Okay. Count, it is declared like this, and what it will return? Returns the number of rows that match the filtering conditions. Okay, if it matches the filtering condition, it will return the number of rows. And count, what is the use of count? Field name. It is declared like this. This is syntax. Count field name returns the number of rows that match the filtering conditions, and it should have non-null values for field name. So the syntax is newer than count. Okay, and it is also available in the API version 18 and later. Okay, so in this class what all we have seen, in this class we have seen the keywords, that is with sharing, why we use with sharing, why we use without sharing, and what is the use of an interface, then abstract, it extends, then what is the use of final, virtual, this keyword, an example of this keyword, and what is the use of super and count. So in the next class we will be discussing about the OOPS concept. So thanks for watching and please subscribe.